recycling more. It's about acting on needless waste and stopping it from coming into our homes in the first place. Every bit we accept or take creates a demand to make more. In other words, compulsive accepting versus refusing condones and reinforces wasteful practices. When we let waiters fill our glass with water that we won't be drinking and a straw that we won't use, we are saying, water is not important, and please make more disposable straws. When we take a free shampoo bottle from a hotel room, more oil will be rigged to make a replacement. When we passively accept an advertising flyer, a tree is cut down somewhere to make more flyers, and our time is unwisely spent dealing with and recycling something that is trivial. In a consumer-driven society, refusing opportunities abound, and here are 4 areas worth considering. 1. Single-use plastics, SUPs. Disposable plastic bags, bottles, cups, lids, straws, and flatware. The intentional 30-second use of a plastic product endorses toxic industrial processes, supports harmful chemicals leaching into our soil, food chain, and bodies, and subsidizes the manufacturing of materials that often do not or cannot get recycled and will never biodegrade. These products are the source of ocean pollution as found in the Great Pacific Garbage Patch and as seen daily around us, on roadsides, in our cities, and in parks and forests. This problem is monumentally overwhelming, but you can channel your frustration into action by simply refusing SUPs and by vowing never to use another again. The discipline of vowing can be extremely effective at achieving goals. SUPs can easily be avoided with a little planning and reusing. See Step 3, Reuse. 2. Freebies. Hotel room toiletries, party favours, food samples, swag bags from conferences, awards, events, festivals, including sustainable events. I can hear you. Oh, but they are free. Are they? Freebies are primarily constructed of plastics and made cheaply, which means that they break quickly. Party favours often do not last any longer than SUPs. Any manufactured or plastic product comes with a heavy carbon footprint and associated environmental costs. Their accumulation in the home also leads to clutter, storage, and disposal costs. Refusing freebies requires strong willpower, but after a couple of practice runs, you'll quickly embrace the improvements you see in your life. 3. Junk mail. Countless people transfer junk mail from a mailbox straight into the recycling without a second thought, but this simple action has collective consequences that sustain the distribution of the 100 billion pieces of junk mail sent each year. Junk mail contributes to deforestation and uses precious energy resources to fabricate. For what? Essentially wasting our time and tax dollars. I have found that a no-tolerance policy is the best way to fight it. Unfortunately, it is impossible to completely eliminate it with the mailing options currently offered by the United States Postal Service. I went to war against junk mail, and while I've mostly won, waging this battle has been the most frustrating part of my zero-waste journey. I find it mind-boggling that I can block waste from entering my house, but not my mailbox. 4. Unsustainable practices. These include bringing individually wrapped snacks to kids' sporting events because it's the tradition, accepting receipts or business cards that we will never consult, buying excessive packaging and discarding it without urging the manufacturer to change. These examples show where our individual actions can have a tremendous effect in changing the way things are done, as they offer opportunities to speak up and get involved. Consumers can change wasteful processes if they let manufacturers and retailers know what they want. For example, the collective act of refusing receipts creates a need for offering alternatives, such as not printing and/or emailing them instead. Of the 5 R's that we will cover in this chapter, you might find that refusing is the most difficult to achieve socially, especially for households with children. Nobody wants to go against the grain or be rude when something is offered with no ill will, but a little practice and short justifications make it easy for us to decline the politest entreaties. All you have to say is, "I'm sorry, but I don't have a trash can. I'm sorry, but I've gone paperless. I'm sorry, but I am trying to simplify my life," or "I am sorry, but we have too much at home already." People usually understand or respect a personal choice and will not insist. In some cases, we found that proactivity, such as taking our name off mailing lists before junk mail is sent out, works best. Refusing is not aimed at making us feel inadequate in social situations.